Hello, people. I got arrested last night. I won't go over what I did. It's not important. But I got arrested, and I was brought to an interview room, as they call it, and some guy came, and of course my first reaction was to say, "You're a cop. You're a detective," and he said, no, 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 sir. I'm a counselor, you know. The police changed its approach. Now, when someone commits a crime, we just give them free counseling instead of. I don't get why this guy isn't more popular because he's fucking retarded. Are you a counselor too? Let's listen to it again. It's worth it.
No, I'm an agent.
Nobody cares to help you about your problem, John. And you know, typically a counselor, it's not free.
Because there's two sides to every story, and I want to hear yours.
Are you a counselor too?
I'm a counselor. So anyway, the guy asked me where I was working. I told him that I wasn't supposed to tell because I work for a Microsoft. Well, for Windows. I don't even know. Like, I build Windows, and that's a big secret. Like, it's a national secret. You know, I wanted to look important. Like, I'm not supposed to tell where I'm working. So when I'm out with friends and they ask me, what you doing for a living, Nathaniel? I say, I'm not supposed to tell. It's a secret. Fucking weirdo.
No, I'm an agent.
I'm an agent, but I'm also a... Alright, let's keep going. It's been 50 minutes. I did 6 minutes, so let's try to wrap this up. 1 hour left. Just before we start, originally... Oh no, he's still there. He says, if you feel bad about him, go read his disgusting chat log and think of the child porn he had. But that's okay, because now the new law came in place, and if you have child porn, we don't arrest you anymore. We just give you counseling. Let's go.
Kentucky Bureau of Investigation.
Oh, okay, I thought maybe you was okay.
So, you are under...
You know, nothing really prevents an agent from also being a counselor. Like, you can be a detective and also a counselor. You do both. You're like... It must be weird, like, if you mix up stuff. Like, you have a client one afternoon, and he comes to your office, and you start berating him, like, why'd you do that crime? Why'd you do this? You're like, I didn't do that crime. Yes, you did. Confess. No, I'm here for counseling. Oh, I'm sorry. I mixed my two jobs. I thought this was a police interview. It's a counseling session. I'm sorry, sir. I was in the wrong state of mind. What I like about this cop, I did talk about her in the last part, is that she's a cop. She's not a bully. She's not evil. She's not like a criminal in uniform. She's a real cop. She does her job. She knows about her job. She knows about the power she has. She knows about the authority. And she don't abuse it. She don't go and say, listen, you little fuck, we know what you were trying to do. Maybe she should because he's a child rapist. But no, she's inside, you know, our model, I'm a cop. And right now she says, you are under arrest. She doesn't say, like John Didinsky, well, let's talk about it. I want to hear, it depends on what you have to say and all. Not like in Ohio. In Ohio, they did that, like the cops in Ohio always think. But she is a real pro cop. And that's good. I admire that. We need more people like her.
Bureau of Investigation.
Oh, okay, I thought maybe you was okay.
So, you are under arrest.
See, that's pretty clear. I wish John said that to the Dustin. Dustin, you are under arrest. No, he's like, well, you don't want to go to jail for a long time. No, she makes it clear. You're under arrest, bro. Do you understand? Ideally, she would say, do you understand that you're under arrest? Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's thinking about, I don't know, he's not too bright already. But sometimes people don't listen when you talk, you know. Sometimes maybe you're not listening to me because I talk a lot. Let's go.
You understand that?
You see, do you understand that? I think I remember that part. She made it clear. You are under arrest. Do you understand that? She's not like, oh, I want to hear your story. I want to talk with you. Well, she says that, but she also says, you're under arrest, bro. You're arrested. You're in custody. That's cool. I wish John Didinsky did that, but no. I understand that often the guy won't talk because she made it clear under arrest. That's it. Game over. End of the line for the next 7 years. You're not gonna hunt bald beavers in jail. Imagine if this guy was like your cellmate or your next cellmate, like the next cell next to you, and you could like ask someone, like, can you sneak a beaver, like a real animal beaver, into the jail, and you just release the beaver in the cell. Would be hilarious. Hey, bald beaver hunter, I got a beaver for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there he understands.
Well, let's get this. And what kind of car did you drive?
It's a Chevrolet Cobalt.
A Chevrolet Cobalt. I don't know that card, and I hope nothing pops up in my. Chevrolet Cobalt. Yeah, that screams grandfather car, you know. It's a nice car. I'm not going to say it's not nice. It's definitely nicer than anything I've ever driven in my life. But that screams granddad car. That screams I'm boring as fuck. But that's a nice car. I mean, if you're going to buy a boring ass car, you might as well buy a cheap one. Like, I fail to see what kind of person is going to buy this new. If you're going to buy a car like that, you don't want to pay more than $2,000 for it. Or maybe like $5,000 if it's relatively new. But everything about this car is boring. The rims are boring. The lines are boring. I don't even know, is it a good car? Maybe it's super reliable. If it is, then that's fine, you know. If it's reliable, I don't know what year it was. Maybe he's going to say the year. If it had like a good MPG and it had like low maintenance, I could see myself buying that. But let's face it, my read on Chevrolet is that it's like a Honda, but much more expensive and much more costly to maintain. Maybe I'm right, though. Let's keep going.
Okay.
What year?
2005.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly that one car. Let's look at the price. If it's more than $20,000 new, there's no way I'm ever buying this. Black book value. How much is it? It should be about average asking price. I don't know what the trim. Let's put the 4-door. $30,000. You see, that's okay. That's an okay price. That's not overpriced. I wouldn't buy it, but let's see like what was the original price of that car. 2005. Manufacturers, sellers became the price. Original listing price. It's probably something silly like $25,000. Damn. What was the original price? I know prices can vary a lot when it comes to car. I can't find it. I can't find the price. That's a shame. You have 2005. That's the car he was driving. It's a boring ass car. Let's go for sedan. I don't know. I don't know zip codes in the US. I hope that's a real zip code. Damn it, this website is so complicated to use. Let's say for this one, 25 mpg. It's okay. It's good. Pretty good, in fact. Typical millage. Let's go for 0. Damn it, this is so complicated. No one cares. No one cares. Man, it's so complicated to buy a car these days. I'm never going to buy a car these days. Let's say gray, because let's face it, that's the color of his soul. It's so complicated to buy a car these days, and that's why I'm never going to buy a new car. So how much is it? Let's say 1 mile. Damn, that's so damn complicated. It takes forever to get a price. And you know that's all bullshit. They ask that, but I'm sure it's all bullshit. It doesn't really matter what you put. It's gonna like modify the price by like $1. It's cost about $5,000, and that's an 11-year-old car, you know, today. It's pretty crazy. Who's gonna buy that? Suggested retail price $5,000? And what's the price of a new one? What's the price of a new Chevrolet? Auto Trader, I guess. 2010. I want a 2015. Maybe they stopped making it. That's why I can find it. Let's say 2005. Chevrolet Cobalt. Discontinued. Okay, maybe they saw him. They say, "Shit, we're gonna stop making that car. We don't want we don't want that kind of people to buy our cars." Anyway, my read on that car is that it's way too expensive for what it is.
Well, first, I'm going to read you a statement of your rights, okay? Just so that you're clear as to...
That's good.
Before you were asked, not afford to hire, say that was... and that you understand them.
Okay.
Okay? And if you understand them...
That's good. She does it good.
Don't have any questions. We'll say that was...
Oh, she has a flip phone? She's amazing. Well, that's 2007. You know, the iPhone just came out. It literally just was announced like a couple of days ago before that. So I get it. You have a flip phone. That's cool.
Date is...
I like how she pretends to be distracted to act like it's part of procedure. Like, why does she check her phone? Like, she forgot the date. She probably knows the date. She's a cop. Maybe she's checking the time, but she has a good idea of the time already. And she has no watch, and she checks her phone, like, casually. Like, oh, maybe my husband wrote to me, like, buy some milk on the way back. When you're done with the pedo, stop at the grocery store to buy some milk. Or maybe she texted him like, I'm about to interview a guy called Bald Beaver Hunter. And her husband wrote back, LOL. Good luck. I like to believe that when they had to decide which interviewer was going to interview which predator, they kind of like, you know, did like a, not rock, paper, scissors, but the game, you know, with the three straws. And she's like, oh shit, I don't want to interview that guy. Well, it can be a woman with his name like that. It's dangerous for a woman. Well, would you rather interview Travis Fowler? And I like to think that she fought for it. She's like, I'm a woman. The police, I'm not saying it's just guy, but it's mostly like a man's market, you know, mostly men in the police. And that's cool that there are women in the police. We need more women in the force, but I say that like that, but I don't even know if there's a lot of female cops. Anyway, I like to believe she's like, no, I'm a woman. I'm as good interviewer as any man, which she is. She's even better than most men, I think. I think she's the best. But I'm a woman. I want to prove that woman can do that too. So I'm gonna do that. I like to believe that John and the mean cop are behind and they're jiggling like he's talking to it. Or maybe they were really relieved. They're like, oh, thank God I don't have to spend time with him. And then they're like, yeah, but you need to spend time with Travis. Oh shit. Oh no, wait, she's the one that did Travis Fowler. And she gets the weirdest. I like to be pleasure and pleasurable. She's like, you'll have to define pleasure for me. A man and a woman, two people. Maybe they group it by IQ. Like if you have an IQ in the range of 70, you get the woman. No, I'm sure it was random, seriously. She just was unlucky to have to interview him. She should get a raise. Like, maybe the chief came into the station and said, okay, you got to interview that guy. His name is Bald Beaver Hunter. And he was like, oh, shit, I don't want to do it. I'm going to give you a $2,000 raise. I'll do it.
Is 1:54 a.m.
Why does he look at the cam? Don't look at the cam. It makes me sick. 1:54 a.m. Poor, you're doing some overtime there, lady.
All right.
Okay.
Right there where it says signature.
Alright.
Oh, he's left-handed. Everything about this guy is fucked up. Sorry if you're left-handed. I'm just making a joke. I wonder if he signed his name or Bald Beaver Hunter. Like, oh, I thought I had to sign with my screen name. Man, it takes forever for him to sign.
Alright. And then here at the bottom, this is called having the above statement of my rights read and explained to me and fully understanding them, hereby waive these rights. And that you would be doing this freely and voluntarily without threat or promise. That's in order for you to talk to me and tell me what's going on.
Oh, okay, that's a bit
How this all
misleading.
occurred and how you got here tonight.
That's a bit misleading. She should say, in order for me to nail you to the fucking wall with your own word, and in order for you to confess to your absolute guilt and have absolutely no way to contest your conviction, please sign here. If you don't get anything bad. But if you do, you're gonna get
I
fucked.
have to have you
And of
waive
course he
rights
signs.
in order for that to happen. Otherwise, I can't talk to you.
No, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool that she said it
You
that.
understand what I'm
I
saying?
think so.
Okay.
I think so.
If you agree to that, we'll date it and put the time on there, or you can sign it, and then we'll put the time and date on there, however you want to do it. They tight?
Yeah.
Oh, she's concerned for him. Your handcuffs tied, bro. And if I was there, if I was the cop, I would not like, oh, your handcuffs are tied? Yeah, okay, I'll be right back. And then I would make them tighter. Okay, start talking, Bald Beaver. I hope she asked him his screen name. And I hope he laughed. Do you see he's not laughing anymore? He's not like, am I gonna be sent to an island?
6.
Yeah, we pick one in the Pacific for you. Pacific, that's how you say it. My first question to you.
But my
Oh.
name's Catherine Reed.
Catherine
An
Reed.
agent.
Is it with an A or C? Catherine Reed. Maybe she's single. Maybe. KBI. Catherine Reed. Catherine Reed, KBI, investigator, detective. Reed. Catherine Reed. Oh, no, I don't get it. KBI detective Catherine, maybe with a K? Capote, Truman Capote, I don't know. Catherine, maybe with a K. KBI Catherine. That's her, I think. Is it her? No, I think she's a actress. At least with John Dodinsky, I could find stuff about how he faked some evidence, but with her, I guess she has nothing even remotely debatable or gray zone, so that's why there's nothing.
One other thing I need to cover with you is consent to search your vehicle. And we'll fill out this form, and then I'll read it to you, and then you can make decisions.
Okay.
Okay, what type of vehicle did you say?
It's a Chevrolet Cobalt,
2005. Come on.
but mine's got the little, I don't know what they call those things, spoilers or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
So they file it. It takes forever.
Now,
Yeah.
are you the owner?
Are you the owner? Wow. I guess it's lucrative to work for Windows, Paleo. I don't know. He has a car 2005. Like, whoa. I guess the first thing he did with his job was buy a new car. Like, whoa. He makes a lot of money, and he's married.
So we'll put on here.
Okay.
Is it just in your name?
Just in your name, because we're gonna sell it.
Yeah.
Got a little point.
Well, you know where Virginia and Tennessee and Kentucky meet?
Okay, now we have a geography class. Virginia and Kentucky and Tennessee meet.
They all cross right there. That's where Bell County is.
Bell County is. So she's working like, yeah, I was born there.
Pine Mountain State Park. Got a PGA Tour golf course.
Sorry.
You alright?
Oh,
Went through a lot.
you went through a lot, my poor man.
I don't deserve any remorse. I don't.
Oh, is it self-loathing when you're like, I don't deserve anything right now?
Sounds pretty.
It is. It's nice. Maybe you can go there sometime.
Maybe you can go there sometimes, but not in the next 7 years.
Got a PGA golf course.
Sorry.
You alright?
Sorry. I'm sad I got arrested.
No, I don't deserve any remorse. I don't.
You know what, John?
I don't.
You're gonna live through this.
You're gonna live through this. You're not gonna get the death penalty, dude. You're just gonna go to jail.
All right.
You know what? We can wait on this paperwork.
I give up.
Will you give me?
I give up. I give up. You give up on what? On life, dude. I give up. This is the face of patheticness. I think that after 15 minutes of, getting arrested and all that, I think it finally hit him. Like, up until then, he was fairly jovial. He was, look at his posture. He's very straight.
Is it John?
He's very, he's standing his own weight. Well, he's standing his own weight. Yeah. Yes, he is. But no, he's actually, when the camera's getting in his face, he's laughing like it's a big joke. There's a cam here and he's laughing at the camera. And he's still pretty. He doesn't seem too depressed or sad. He seems pretty normal. With Mr. Cameraman in his face. And look at how he stands. He's very casual. It's like he's waiting for the bus. And then after 15 minutes, I think it finally hits him. Like, shit. Compare this. He seems pretty casual. Like he's talking to someone on the bus. Like, hey, did you see the latest Captain America movie? And look at that. Now, shit. He's pulling a horn, I think it's finally starting to hit him that, dude, you were shown on TV on Dateline NBC. And now you're under arrest. Your stupid, silly jokes won't save you this time. I can tell you're a counselor.
Consent to search your vehicle.
Of course, I don't have nothing out there, anybody.
Well, here's the signature line. You can go ahead and sign it.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize.
Don't apologize. You're a victim.
I won't.
Feel what?
I don't like it when anybody sees me like this.
I don't understand, bro. You're too emotive. Try to articulate a little bit. Take some articulation class. Maybe they offer that in jail. Learn guitar in jail. Maybe you can learn how to pronunciate. Maybe I should go to jail. I would come out with a perfect English.
Well, I've seen people in worse situations.
You did? You saw people in the worse situation than that? How? How? Like, honestly, imagine that. You're going to be shown on TV, on the Dateline to everyone. You're under arrest. You're going to go to jail in Kentucky, not in a super nice jail in Canada or Norway. You're going to go to jail in Kentucky for 7 years. And you've seen people in worse situation than that? Man, this woman has seen everything. Maybe she went to war. Maybe she did World War II and she liberated like a concentration camp or something. Like, I've seen people in worse situations than this. You're just arrested for possession of child pornography and trying to have sex with a 12-year-old girl. It happens all the time, man.
Keep thinking I'd rather be in here for drugs.
That guy, he just nailed it. Like, I wish I could make a joke about it, but he says, I'd rather be in here for drugs. That's a good reasoning. You're right. It would much better to be there for drugs. that guy is oddly aware of his situation. Like, well, if I'm gonna go to jail, I would prefer to go to jail for drugs than being a child molester and having child pornography. I'm sure it's gonna go super well in jail, right? Let's look at yourself. You had 7 years. You should have your picture came out. I'm not even joking. This is an hilarious picture. Look at this guy. His entire face turned into a bald beaver.